Hello and welcome to another AIC Productions video. Today I wanted to do an almost 1 year update on my desert tortoise Steve and her home here at our new house. Not so new anymore, we've been here about a year, and that's why I'm doing this update. So let's do a quick tour. So starting over here, we have a hibiscus plant that she likes the flowers off of, but she really likes the leaves off of this. And so she's actually eating it pretty high, but we'll pick leaves off of it every now and then and give to her. This is broccoli, and she loves broccoli. Let's see if we can get her a leaf here real quick. Hey Steve, can I tempt you with this? Yeah. She goes to town with that stuff. So, and going down. So we have 3 water dishes set up on our irrigation drip system, so it gets water every day except for Saturdays. And the reason why we don't have it drip on Saturdays is I actually want the bowls to dry out a little bit. It keeps the mosquito population down. Then along each side, we just had some Bermuda grass that we put in with dichondra. That's what these little clovery things are, is dichondra. She loves the dichondra. She'll eat the Bermuda grass, but not a huge fan of it. We have dichondra kind of just sprinkled all throughout. There was a lot more of it, but she's eaten quite a bit of it so far this summer. Here we planted some wildflowers. Not very many of them grew, so we're probably going to be planting some more because they're really pretty. Some little white and purple flowers is what came up. We also had some sugar peas planted, but the heat has hit and has killed a lot of stuff. And it is raining today. This is the first rain we've gotten in, golly, 2 months. Being in Phoenix, I mean, it is a desert. So then going along, there's some ground cover stuff, which is a weed, pretty obnoxious weed here in Arizona, and I come through and I pull it out periodically, but she eats it, so you don't completely clean it out of her thing. Then we have this snail vine, and she loves to eat the snail vine. You can see all the bare vines over there that she's eaten almost all the leaves off of, except for the new stuff that's just grown. Oh, she's cool. She came out. She's been digging in that hole of hers quite a bit. She's really expanding. And then we have dichondra growing along the edge. And once again, these we picked up from Home Depot. They're meant for raised flower beds, and these are just 2x6s that we painted with an oil-based paint. And it has worked great for an enclosure for her. Going along, here's another. She's knocked all the drip lines out of her water dishes. I had some things that hold them up, and I need to find out what I did with them. Anyway, so more dichondra, more ground cover, more weeds. I don't really pull the weeds in her thing unless they start flowering, because she eats them, she snacks on them, so I let them just go. Come over here, more Bermuda grass, more dichondra, more poop to pick up. There's quite a bit of poop. I need to come out every week or so and pick up the poop. Sometimes there's a lot, sometimes there's not a whole lot, but it looks like there's a lot today. And then we have a honeysuckle, which she doesn't really munch on at all. It's supposed to be really good for him. It hasn't flowered. We bought this and it has kind of struggled. It's actually looking really good for us. And but it's finally looking good, and hopefully this year we'll get some flowers on it. And then we have a perennial flower. These are snapdragons, and she doesn't really like those too much. But she has this whole yard. It is a little over 8 by 15, and she definitely cruises through the whole thing, climbs over the rocks. We've left the rocks piled up because she actually likes to climb up the rocks and look out, especially if the kids are out playing, or if we have like we had some guys cutting down. We had a pine tree back here and another tree over there that we had taken out, and she sat on this rock pile staring at the work crew when they were here cutting down the 50-foot pine tree. So but she's been happy. She's looking good. She's grown a ton. Wish she had stayed out. I would have grabbed her and showed her, but she's got a lot of space that's expanded on her platelets, so she's just grown a ton this year. She grew a ton last year too. We've now had her about 4.5 years, and the first 3 years we had her, first couple years, she didn't feel like she grew a lot, and then she had a little bit of growth spurt, and then last summer she had a huge one, and then she's had not as big this year as she did last year, but definitely a bigger growth spurt. So I'm thinking of getting another one. We live in Arizona, and the Arizona Game and Fish, actually you can apply and they'll give them to you. Maybe you can show you have a good habitat for them. Let's see, how deep is that hole down? Oh wow. See your back there? He's really dug down deep. So anyways, if you have any questions about my pet tortoise Steve or about raising desert tortoises, let me know. Oh, losing my balance as I try to stand up. Got caught on this thing. Anyways, feel free to ask in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to do my best to answer those questions. And I hope you have an amazing day.